Okay, so if you're looking at the ratios section, go ahead, take a look at the notes here. Your definition of ratio is it describes a relationship between quantities or it's a comparison of quantities. And then your definition for quantity is an amount of something. So quantity will always be a number. So your first, and then remember you can write it in three different ways, using words, using a colon, or using a fraction. Any one of those ways is correct. For all of these problems here, you can write it however you want. It is your choice. For this first section, it's pretty straightforward. There's a claw machine at the arcade. Inside the machine, there are 5 stuffed minions, 7 whoopee cushions, 3 mini basketballs, and 7 stuffed Pikachus. You just need to write the ratio of minions to total prizes. So there's 5 minions, and then you're going to add up all of these prizes to figure out how many total prizes there are. These ones are pretty straightforward. I feel confident that you can do these because I have seen how you've done on the IXL skills for these. So you are good. This one here, it just presents your information in a little bit different format in a table, but it is the same thing. But here it does ask you for simplest form, so I will do an example of simplest form if you can't remember what that is. So it asks for, there was a bake sale at school and they sold the following amount of goods: 10 cut cookies, 15 cupcakes, 12 churros, 8 brownies. So the first ratio is cupcakes to cookies. So I have 15 cupcakes to 10 cookies. So I would write my ratio as, whoops, I don't want that. Go away. Okay, here we go. So there is 15 cupcakes to 10 cookies. Now I need to think of the greatest common factor between 15 and 10 in order to get this ratio in simplest form. So after thinking about my factors of these two numbers, I know my factors of 10 are 1 and 10, 2 and 5. My factors of 15 are 1 and 15, 3 and 5. So the greatest factor they have in common is 5. So I'm going to divide 15 and 10 by 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3. And 10 divided by 5 is 2. The only number I can divide 3 and 2 by is 1. So I know now that this is simplest form. So I would put this here. I would put 15 to 10 in my first line, and I'd put 3 to 2 in the second line. Continue for the rest of them. This one here just requires that you read closely. It's a little bit like the IXL skill. It says at Adam's Pizza Shop, they make 3 pizzas every night. 17 of these pizzas have pepperoni, and the rest are plain cheese. So it is your job to figure out if there's 30 pizzas in total and 17 of them are pepperoni, then what of them are cheese? What left is cheese? And then you will be able to easily answer these ratios. These problems here are very similar to ones we did in class as review. You have your information here, but you are going to have to simplify that ratio in order to pick your answer. And be careful here because this one has more than one answer. So you might need to use another factor besides the greatest common factor in order to find the ratio of these two here.